up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me once again. Today I have some salmon and shrimp jerk pasta. Like, I saw this on Instagram and I was like, I have to recreate this. Okay, it is good. It's easy. I'm hungry and now I'm full. So let's go ahead and get to it. So first things first, let's marinate our seafood. I am making this as a single serving portion. So I am just using like 3 Colossal style shrimp. So those are literally like 2 bites per shrimp. So I am going to go ahead and give these a nice stir. I'm using about a tablespoon of a store-bought marinade, which is my favorite, and I will include that brand down below. So do what you do, and this is what they should look like once you are finished. Boom. Then it's over to the salmon. So I'm just using 2 pieces of salmon. It's really some salmon that I had left over for another recipe. So do not judge how they are cut. And I'm just going to lather those up. Again, probably about a tablespoon and a half of marinade. And I'm just going to lather that on up. And I like to marinate my salmon meat side down so that the flavor just sits in it a little bit better. You want to marinate your shrimp for about 10 minutes, and you can marinate your salmon for about 20 to 30 minutes if you have the time. While your seafood is marinating, you want to go ahead and get your pasta on. I had my water boiling for about 10 minutes or so. Be sure to add some salt to your water ahead of time. You want to salt your pasta always while it's cooking. Give that a stir and cook according to directions on the box. So while our noodles are cooking, we're going to go ahead and cook the seafood. We want to try to make sure that everything finishes cooking about the same time. I like to put my salmon in skin side down. I like my skin to be a little crispy. Some people choose to do it different ways. Do you, boo-boo? It's your thing. I'm going to add my shrimp into this same pan, and I'm just going to watch those. So your shrimp will curl up, and that's how you know they're cooking. They'll turn a nice bright orange color. Now, I didn't add any additional seasoning to my salmon. I just added the marinade. So I am going to add just a little bit of adobo and a little bit of garlic powder. I just wanted to add some additional flavoring. The marinade itself has quite a bit of salt in it, so you will see that I am not adding any salt. And I'm just going to use all that additional marinade that I had in the bowl and make sure I lay that on top of my salmon, which you'll see here in just a bit. You see, no marinade gone behind. When your shrimp are done, this is what they should look like. I have turned those. I want to say I cooked them for about 3 minutes on each side. So I got these stainless steel pans for Christmas, and I just feel like I need to season them because stuff really sticks. So I added in about half a tablespoon of some unsalted butter so I can flip my salmon so that my salmon doesn't stick. Don't nobody want no raggedy salmon. Cook your salmon until your desired doneness. I like mine to be a little medium on the inside and set aside. So as I mentioned, it's not nonstick. So I went ahead and added in some water and turned the temperature up pretty high so that I can just get all those additional bits and pieces off the bottom of the pan. Now to this, I'm going to add in a half of a medium red onion and a half of a green pepper. You can certainly add yellow peppers or red peppers to this as well, but this is what I had and it worked out just fine. You want to give this a nice good stir and pick up all those bits and pieces off the bottom of the pan. Now to this, I'm going to add another half a tablespoon of unsalted butter just for some additional flavor and also to help get those bits and pieces off the pan. Now, once everything is cooked down, you're going to go ahead and add in your whipping cream, your heavy whipping cream. A whole fog show happened, so let's clear out. Let's go to the next slide. Once your sauce has come up to a nice boil, we want to go ahead and season it. So I'm using a full pack of your Sazon, your Goya. You can find this at any grocery store at this point. And you want to make sure you season this sauce because obviously we're putting in just noodles that have some salt water. So to that, I'm going to add in some black pepper, a little bit of chili powder, and a little bit of Old Bay seasoning. I will, of course, leave these measurements down below. Now, once you give everything a stir, go ahead and add in a nice handful of some fresh Parmesan cheese. This is just going to thicken up our sauce so we can make sure that it's evenly coated. Now, when I did this the first time, I clearly did not have enough Parmesan cheese to give me the consistency, that richness that I was looking for. So your girl had to go back into the, the pantry, the refrigerator, and go ahead and get another nice pinch of some additional Parmesan cheese. And once I did that, gave it a stir, it was exactly the consistency that I wanted it to be. So after adding in all the seasonings and the cheese, I let my sauce simmer on low for about 3 to 5 minutes until it was nice and cheesy and thick and ooey gooey goodness. Go ahead and add in your penne noodles. I know it looks like a little bit, but your girl had leftovers, and leftovers are always good in my book. Make sure that you evenly toss and coat all those noodles and get ready to plate this delicious meal up. Like, this is a restaurant worthy meal. I'm just saying, I'm not here to toot my own horn, but toot toot. I hope you enjoy making this meal as much as I did. I promise you it is a definite crowd pleaser. It is packed with so much flavor. I look forward to seeing your recipes, and thank you again for joining me, Sierra P.